I found something else that I thought you might like. It's not part of the stuff I took from your mother's old house. It dates from long before then, when she was about your age." Anna went out of the room, and Rose heard her footsteps along the corridor. Moments later she was back, holding a flowery top on a hanger. "Catherine had this when she still lived here. It was quite expensive, as I recall." Rose took the hanger. It was a silk top, with a round neck and short sleeves. It was off-white, with posies of flowers dotted over it. It felt fragile and looked sweet, not the sort of thing that Rose would ever wear. "Keep it," Anna said. "It'll only go to the charity shop if you don't. It's too pretty to give away." "Shall I come and help?" Rose said, hanging the blouse on the picture rail. "In a while. I've a few things to organise before we start putting things in bags. I'll call you." When Anna went out of the room, Rose's eyes flicked back to the blouse. She unbuttoned the shirt she was wearing and slipped it off. Then she put the blouse over her head and let it slither into place. She stepped into her bedroom and looked in the mirror. She smiled. The blouse fitted her perfectly. It meant that she was more or less the same size as her mother had been when she was her age. It sat on her hips, and there was a small slit in each side. The button at the back of her neck was covered in fabric and fastened by a loop. The fabric had a sheen to it, and the silk felt light on her skin. The posies were shades of pink and yellow, colours that she hadn't worn for a long time. She liked it. The doorbell sounded. "I'll get it," she called. She went downstairs, stroking the silk top, and opened the front door. A policeman was standing there. Rose looked out into the street to see if there was a police car. "Yes," she said, more abruptly than she meant to. "Rose Smith? It's Henry Thompson, one of the police officers who dealt with the murders in Camden last autumn." "I know who you are, Henry." She was used to seeing him on a bike with a safety helmet. There was no bike and no car, though, so he must have come on foot. "How are you?" he said. "I'm fine." Rose stared at him, remembering the grim things that had happened the previous October. "Well, I'm fine too, Rose, since you ask." "Sorry. How are things with you?" she said. "Are you well? Why are you here?" "Direct as ever." "Is it about the murders in Camden?" "No, not that." She was suddenly anxious. Was it about her mother? "It's an inquiry that's taking place in East London that we think you may be able to help us with." He looked burdened, as if he had more to say than he could manage. "Can I come in?" "Of course," she said, holding the door open. "Come through to the kitchen." He walked slowly behind her. When she looked round, he was gazing at the huge hallway. He was impressed, she could tell. Most people would be, walking into Anna's wealthy home. In the kitchen he took his hat off and placed it on the table by a large bowl of lemons. "You still at college?" he said, sitting down. She was leaning against the work surface. She nodded in answer to his question. Was he going to tell her something about her mother? She felt herself stiffen with tension. Henry Thompson was a decent police officer, someone she could trust. If he told her something bad, she would have to believe it. "You look different. You're wearing something that's, well, don't get me wrong, feminine." Rose looked down at the blouse. Henry had only ever seen her wearing black and white, her usual colours of choice. "It's something of my mother's," she said. "I was just trying it on. It's a memento, not something I'd wear out." "You should," Henry said, smiling at her. "You look really smart." Rose frowned. Henry wriggled around in his seat. He moved his hat to the corner of the table.